What if Naruto was a tailed beast part 12? Let's go. So now Naruto went down to the basically playground near the Hokage Tower, waiting for Mitsumori and his Genin team to finish their mission report, and then he would go upstairs again. He sees Mitsumori going downstairs as he gives him a nod, signifying that they're done. However, right after that, the Hokage's secretary actually goes to get Naruto, even though he already, could have gone alone. So Naruto now opens the door to the Hokage's office as he then reports. He uses a jutsu which allowed him to seal or store any item, any physical item that is, and took out first a body. It was that of Hidan, currently in the formation known as the Akatsuki, or, he used to be. Minato gasped as immediately 10 Anbu jumped in the room, wanting to protect and jump in for the Hokage. But Hidan, he was not looking great. He had a seal on his face and chest, and unknown to the shinobi in the room, except for Naruto, he was also currently in a genjutsu, trapped in there, so not good for him. And then Naruto took out another object out of his pocket dimension. This was the head of Kakuzu, the man who had lived over 100 years and had even fought Hashirama Senju, though did lose. Three of the Anbu went forward to check if the, head was cut off from the body, and Naruto assured them that it was, then pointing at Hidan once again, who was unconscious. He is alive though, just saying, and he is not really killable, as far as I know at least, so do with him whatever you want. This one's already dead, pointing at Kakuzu. Naruto, what did you do? I got the idea that I should actually start fighting the Akatsuki because, they're kind of a threat to the village and it would probably be good. Especially after the Gaara incident, I just thought that it'd be quicker if I went and tried to take care of it, and it was pretty successful if you ask me. I can see that it was successful, but how did you even do that alone? Naruto, these are high Jonin level fighters, if not even Kage. What are you doing? Well, they were kind of overrated. I mean, they really weren't that strong in my opinion. So, yeah, do with them whatever you want. I'll go fight the next guys, I guess. But then Minato turned serious and teleported right in front of Naruto, who was about to leave the room once more. Naruto, this is not a game. This is war. Or a battle, or whatever you might call it. But it's not fun. Is that clear? Yeah, sure. Why do you think I killed him? Come on. Think. So, if you don't find this a game, why would you ever joke about fighting all of the Akatsuki alone? Well, because it's not a joke, I'm going to. Why else do you think I trained for 2 years? Come on. Now who's the one who's joking? Come on. And by the way, you know of some of my abilities, and that's not even all, so why would you even doubt me? Naruto, there are Kage level fighters amongst them. Fighting even one of them would be a challenge for you. Fighting all of them at the same time is suicide. If you think that, you're heavily underestimating me as well as our opponent. You have no idea what they're after, or what they're even doing. But then, Naruto suddenly left in a flash, but hid his chakra well enough that no one, even a sensing ninja, could not find him. He was walking through the village, head down, a little bit sad, but also somewhat tired of the day, as the evening was slowly starting to appear, and night sky filled the sunny day. Hi Naruto, I wasn't expecting to see you here, a very familiar voice said. Black hair, and definitely from the Uchiha clan. This was Shiru, Sasuke's sister. I heard you guys, and, my idiot brother, just finished a cool mission. So, how was it? Shiru didn't really know what to say as they hadn't seen each other in quite some time, and one of her only last memories with Naruto was him basically saving her whole team in the Chunin exams. But now she is above the rank of Chunin, so that doesn't truly matter. But still, it was a very kind gesture back in the day. To be honest, all that is kind of just gone already. The adrenaline's gone, the happiness is gone, and the sadness has arrived once more. Naruto, you sound depressed. You want to talk over with some ramen, perhaps? I know you like ramen, Shiru answered. Ramen! Yes, let's do it. Of course, guys, come on. Naruto still has an obsession over ramen. That's not even a question. Like, come on. Anyways, Shiru had to start every question and conversation that they had, as Naruto wasn't really good at talking, especially in this mood that he was now in. He felt so empty. He thought Minato would be proud of him, or at least say that it was a good thing that he did it, or something along the lines of that. And maybe he would even be hailed as a hero, though that was more of a dream that a child would have rather than a proud shinobi fighter. Still though, I'm not gonna give up, and I'm gonna defeat the Akatsuki no matter what, Naruto thought in his head, but didn't say it out loud, of course. He didn't want Shiru to get wrapped up in this. So, Shiru, how have things been going along? Are you still connected with Mitsumori? Really, Naruto? After this long time? That's the question you ask? Yeah, I guess, but not in that way that you're thinking. He has a lot to do as a genuine sensei, so I just kind of do my own thing. I was a normal chunin and then became a jonin for a while, but that was a little bit boring, so I took some time to train and find new people to make connections, and I even traveled a little bit, but even that got boring afterwards. But now you're here, and suddenly everything seems interesting. I like that. I like that about you, Naruto. You're always in for a surprise. You know, you're really not like your brother, Shiru, Naruto said. I know. Of course I'm much better. What did you think? Sasuke is a loser compared to me, and he's pretty strong. But of course, I'm better. Always, Shiru said in a braggy tone. But she was somewhat right. Her power was definitely not to be underestimated, and she could definitely hold herself in a fight. Now, whether she could compete with Naruto, that's a different thing. But could she fight Sasuke? Probably, yeah. They never tried it, though. Ah! A girlish scream was heard not that much farther than Naruto currently was at. Out of a shop, an old man with long spiky hair could be seen being thrown out by a middle-aged woman. Actually, a little younger. About in her mid-30s. Naruto slowly walked over, as he said, Really, Jiraiya? Still at this? You know, you're kind of getting older, Naruto said, careful not to hurt Jiraiya's feelings. Naruto, you know this pervert? Shiru said, in a disgusted tone. Yeah, he's a character. I know him. He's a little bit weird, but once you get to know him, he's not that bad. Really? Shiru didn't believe him. Naruto, this is not the encouragement that I need right now. I need research for my next book, you know? I'm kind of on a tight schedule, so if you help me, that'd be appreciated. Jiraiya, I've told you this and I'm gonna tell you every time, I'm not gonna help you, ever. Naruto is such a kind soul, Shiru thought. So anyways, introductions are in order. Shiru, this is Jiraiya. Jiraiya, this is Shiru. Naruto, you have a girlfriend, I see. Interesting. As Jiraiya takes out a sketchbook and writes something down. She's not my girlfriend, okay? And what are you even writing down? Jiraiya, delete that right now or I'll burn you with a flame. Is that clear? Relax, Naruto, please. Please? Anyways, what are you even doing in this village? Cause, like, you're not really doing anything shinobi-wise, so what are you doing, old man? Actually, I'm about to go on a mission and I just wanted to tell Minato. Okay then. What are you going to do? Is it a hard mission? You could definitely say that. It's an S-rank mission to find the leader of the Akatsuki. Naruto's jaw dropped. The leader? Where is he? Well, I suspect him to be in the village hidden in the rain, but I'll have to look for myself to be sure. And you can handle yourself in a fight? Shiru asked. Wow, I'm not really that old, okay? Can I go along with you? Naruto asked. Nah, kid, I got this. Whatever you say, old man. Jiraiya then walked to the Hokage's office, telling him that he was going to do a mission to find the leader of the Akatsuki, and it would maybe take a few days at max. Minato didn't really want him to go, as it would be very, very dangerous, and he asked if any backup shinobi or Anbu, or even just people watching the fight, should be there. Not really fight, just being attentive to Jiraiya. He's not an easy person. Nah, I got this, Jiraiya said, as he then walked away into a fading light. Naruto? Naruto? It's way too early for that. Oh, I overslept. Oh no. So Naruto quickly gets dressed after being sleeping for over 12 hours straight, and then opens the door to see Shiru standing there, along with Sakura. Whoa, what are you guys doing here? This early? Really? I mean, I get I'm popular, but I'm not that popular. Shut up, Naruto. We're not here for you, really. It's an order from the Hokage. What, this early? What could he want now? Really, Minato? Whatever. He probably got a problem with paperwork again, as he always does. Fine, let's go. Just give me a second and I'll be right there. So Naruto just prepared himself, brushed his teeth, and then he went along with the two girls to the Hokage's office. But when walking through the door was open, and the atmosphere around the room was sad, depressed, and somewhat shinobi-like at the same time. Not shinobi-like. Naruto, you've finally come. So what is this about anyways? Naruto now seemed a little bit concerned, feeling the weird energy that was coming off of this room. There was others in here too, such as Tsunade the Slug Sannin, Kakashi, Mitsumori, and a few others. Naruto, we are sad to report that, well, you remember Jiraiya leaving 3 days ago, right? Yeah, of course. Why wouldn't I? He's not that bad once you get to meet him. I always say that. And you know it's true. Of course. I know that. But, well, Jiraiya is... Minato, you don't need to do that, Kakashi said. Naruto, what he's trying to say is, Jiraiya has fallen in battle. As the room went quiet, Naruto's head slowly went downwards, not blinking, almost as if he was about to bow to someone, though his body did not change. His hands felt cold. His eyes became slits instead of normal pupils, and had a purplish iris. What did you say? Minato then responded, Naruto, Jiraiya has died. Nothing happened. As 20 seconds later, Naruto clenched his fists, now yelling at the Hokage, saying that it was his fault that Jiraiya had even gone on this mission, and that he should have stopped him, or gone along with him, or anything. And he was the reason that Jiraiya had died, though no one responded, and the room went quiet once again. It is no one's fault, Naruto boy, an old toad said that was sitting in the corner of the room. Who are you? I'm part of Jiraiya's summoning jutsu of the Toad Mountain, Mount Miyoboku. It's nice to meet you, young Naruto. Likewise, but not on these conditions. As Naruto, with an even more depressed tone than anyone else, turned around and slowly exited the room, walking through the Hokage's office, down the stairs, down to the streets of Konoha, and walked around the village for hours and hours, until finally sitting down on a bench, with tears flooding down his eyes. Naruto did have a somewhat good relationship with Jiraiya, as he had actually become almost like an uncle or a grandfather for Naruto. He was a funny guy and actually did teach Naruto a few things about the world and even some jutsu. But now he was gone. Then the person that came to Naruto was Shiru Uchiha, with 2 popsicles in her hand, giving one to Naruto, soothing him. Naruto, do you think that old man would want to see you cry right now? Come on. He was a fighter, just like you. So now you gotta be a fighter, and not cry. I know. Naruto tried to cheer himself up, though it seemed hard. I will kill all of the Akatsuki, especially their leader, to revenge Jiraiya. That pervert. No, that sage. The Toad Sage. He was a good guy, and he did not deserve this. The Akatsuki shall pay! Shiru was getting scared at the ki that Naruto was emitting, as it was evil, like that of a demon. And about 15 Anbu arrived, as well as Minato, Kakashi, Asuma, Kurenai, Mitsumori, Sasuke, and a few others. Well, the strongest in Konoha. Naruto was emitting such bloodlust and coloring intent that it completely paralyzed Shiru, and she had trouble breathing. The Anbu were ready to attack out of instinct, not even knowing what just happened, as they didn't even consciously go to Naruto. It just drew them to Naruto out of pure strength. Meanwhile, this was happening in the village hidden in the rain. Pain, the supposed leader of the Akatsuki, as well as his subordinate and assistant Konan, who was also very powerful, were now heading towards Konoha, but still had some time, and were going to arrive in Konoha in about 1 week. However, they sensed that a strong fight was going to happen, and that's why they prepared a little bit extra than they would have. They knew of people like Minato, Mitsumori, the young proficient prodigy, and some of the Uchiha who were not to be messed with either, including Sasuke, just as young as Mitsumori, though having impeccable control of the Sharingan, similar to his older brother. But that's going to be it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace!